어느 주지가라 조선 지나였습니다.
좌우 경우는 20명.
It's very pretty. 예쁘다. Really impressive building with a lot of history behind it.
사람이 뭔가 쉴 때는 뻥 뚫리고 딱 이렇게 안아주는 것이 좋은 것 같아요.
뭐 소리 듣고 물소리 듣고 이런 것만으로도 그냥 마음이 그냥 좀 편안해진다고 해야 되나?
Years of history will unfold right before your eyes.
Just the whole scenery, everything is beautiful. Very nice.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
대박.
대박.
Get a glimpse of Joseon royal court culture and Geunjeongjeon Hall open to the public for the first time in 152 years. In Jongno-gu, considered the heart of Seoul, there's a splendid ancient palace. Gyeongbokgung Palace was the main royal palace of the Joseon Dynasty. Built in 1395 by King Taejo, the premises were destroyed by fire during the Japanese invasion of Korea in the 1590s before being rebuilt a couple of centuries later by Gojo.
도심에 경복궁 같은 안식할 수 있고 공원 같은 이런 고궁이 있다는 게 너무 좋아요.
느낌이 좀 새롭더라고요. 그런 대도시에 이렇게 있는 뭐 이런 환경, 다른 도시에서도 보기 좀 힘들고, 그래서 좋습니다.
우리나라인데 외국 분들이 오히려 한복을 입고 다니시니까 좀 서양과 동양이 공존하는 듯한 느낌을 받는 것 같아요.
There's another kind of enjoyment that awaits. It's put to Hanbok and walk around the beautiful palace as though you've traveled back in time.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's very nice.
It's just beautiful. It's fun to wear the traditional dress. Get the full, get the full experience.
It's different, very different. But it's neat to be a part of what it was before. So. It's like time travel from our time to old time.
Meanwhile, in front of Gwanghwamun, the main gate of the palace, the Sumunjang or the royal guard changing ceremony kicks off with the sound of a traditional drum. It provides a peek into the majestic court culture of Joseon.
수문장 교대식은 2002년 한일 월드컵을 계기로 경복궁을 찾는 관람객분들에게 조선시대 왕실 호위 문화인 수문장 교대 절차를 재현해서 관람객분들에게 보여드리는 그런 취지로 시작하게 되었습니다.
The ceremony takes place 2 a day, and anyone can watch without paying a dime.
The parade, very good.
Oh, I love it. It's great. It's nice to see the changing of the guards. It's beautiful. It's fun to see how it was done.
Very impressive, yeah. Very, very colourful and very good to see as a tourist.
At the same hour, a much anticipated tour inside Gyeongbokgung Palace finally begins. There are guided tours available in multiple languages to make the experience more informative and educational.
Gyeongbokgung means the palace greatly blessed by heaven. It was built for the first time by the founder of Joseon in 1395. The founder of Joseon, the King Taejo, believed that this site, actually this city, is located on the best spot according to feng shui.
I think Korea's got such a beautiful, amazing history, and I really love that the tour guides, they bring such passion about the palaces. They're so interesting. Every time I come, I hear different stories, and they let you ask questions, and they give you really good information. It's such a wonderful tour.
Oh, I really liked him. Like, the tour guide was really good, and she told us a lot of stories. It's always interesting, like, somebody tells you all the culture and stuff, because normally you don't know it, you can read it up, but it's always better if somebody tells you that. So thank you for the explanation.
There are a total of 13 stops made for a complete tour of all the major halls within the compound. In the serene and tranquil atmosphere, you'll feel as though you are on a brief getaway from the monotonous routine of everyday drudgery, and you will definitely appreciate the wisdom of our predecessors.
9월과 10월 경복궁에 오시면 수문장 교대식을 보실 수가 있고요. 소주방 권역 내에 생가방에 가시면 궁중병과와 전통차를 드실 수가 있습니다.
Gyeonghwaeru Pavilion is arguably the most gorgeous place on the premises. The splendid pavilion and pond will simply take your breath away. Located in the center of the palace compound is magnificent Geunjeongjeon Hall, which was where the king conducted state affairs and which served as the venue for major royal ceremonies. Access to Geunjeongjeon has been restricted until now for reasons of safety and security. It's now open to the public for the first time in 152 years.
예전에는 오면 맨날 밖에서만 봐서 아쉬웠었는데 이런 좋은 기회가 생겨서 너무 황홀합니다. 너무 기분 좋고 정말 뜻깊은 기회인 거를 잘 잡은 것 같아요.
The hall will temporarily remain open for a month. It's a rare opportunity for people to get a closer look at the interior of the hall in person. It looks like a two-story building from the outside, but it's actually a single-story building with a high ceiling. Behind the throne is 1월 오봉병, a folding screen that symbolizes the king.
근정전은 1867년 고종대에 중건에서 오늘까지 내려오고 있습니다. 그래서 약 152년 만에 처음으로 국민들에게 근정전 내부를 개방하게 된 것입니다.
Geunjeongjeon Hall looks much more splendid and majestic from the inside. On the ceiling, there is an artistic masterpiece featuring awe-inspiring golden dragons. It is astonishing how they still shine brilliantly after all these years. The artistic and aesthetic sensibility of our predecessor is evident everywhere you look.
여기 못 들어보는 줄 알았는데 오늘 들어왔어요. 1등.
가사가 좀 남다르시죠?
네. 소름이 끼치게 좋아요. 저 왕상하고 저 사관 자리를 가까이서 보고 싶었는데 드라마에서만 보다가 너무 좋아요.
황홀했어요. 아니 보기보다 들어서 보는 거하고 밖에서 보는 거 원래 집은 주인은 안에서 보는 거잖아요. 그랬을 때 그 밖에서 본 느낌하고 안에서 본 느낌이 천장이랑 이 규모가 정말 대단하게 크고 만들었다는 그 분들이 다시 새삼스럽게 위대하다는 생각이 들었어요. 우리 문화재를 사랑해야 되겠습니다.
Don't miss out on this rare chance to enjoy a special tour of Gyeongbokgung Palace for a closer look at Joseon royal court culture from September to October.
Yongmunsa Temple nestled in the foothills of Yongmunsan Mountain in Yangpyeong. It receives endless streams of visitors all year round. There are a number of things it's famous for, including a ginkgo tree that's more than 1,000 years old.
이게 이 나무가 벼슬도 받았대.
Due to its old age, the tree is considered sacred. When the leaves start to change color in fall, there's a surge of visitors. Some of them come for a temple stay, which allows them to get a glimpse into the ascetic lifestyle of Buddhist monks through hands-on activities. It draws participation from not only Korean citizens, but also tourists. Participants learn how to cultivate the mind for attaining enlightenment while enjoying the pristine natural environment more closely.
한 10월 말에 오면 또 노란 색깔 되게 이쁘죠. 되게 이뻐요. 그림 같죠. 사람이 뭔가 쉴 때는 뻥 뚫린 것보다 이렇게 안아주는 것이 좋은 것 같아요. 편안하죠. 뚫려 있는데 밖으로는 안 와요. 이 느낌이 제일 중요해요.
Here, everything is an act of practicing the path of enlightenment. Even the tiniest forms of life are valued and respected. Those who are here for a temple stay change into the training wear. And the program finally begins with an introduction of the temple.
대웅전 위대한 영웅이신 서가모니 부처님이 앞에 계십니다. 서가모니 부처님이 2600년 전 인도에 태어나셔서 왕자로 태어나셔서 29에 출가하시고 35세 고행 끝에 깨달음을 얻으셔서 불처 세존이라는 칭호를 받습니다.
Of course, the renowned ginkgo tree, which could be described as a symbol of the temple, also gets an introduction. Standing next to Korea's oldest and largest tree is a lightning rod.
은행나무를 보호하기 위해서 세워놓은 피레침이에요.
The bell pavilion contains the 4 Buddhist instruments.
뭐 오셔서 밑에를 만져보시기 바랍니다. 얼마나 두꺼운지. 어이구, 여러분 팔뚝만 하죠. 의외로 두꺼워요. 대종, 은행, 용문사 은행나무 대종이죠. 은행잎이 이렇게 다 새겨져 있잖아요. 그래서 용문사 은행나무 대종이고요. 소리 한 번만 살짝만 듣고요.
The 4 instruments are used to enlighten sentient beings.
제가 좀 팔을 다쳐서
The sounds of the Dharma bell and drum are reminiscent of the sounds of nature.
사드리도록 하겠습니다.
And it's now time to learn how to practice the path of enlightenment. The participants are taught the proper ways to prostrate, sit, meditate, and given instructions how to cultivate the mind. And it's now time to concentrate on the mind. The practice continues even outside the Dharma hall.
공양하시는데 테이블 위에 뭐가 쓰여 있어요. 오관계라는 계통이고요. 공양하시기 전에 한번 읽어보시고 합장하고 공양하시기 바랍니다. 다 드시고 나면 밖에 개수대가 있어요. 직접 깨끗하게 씻어서 잘 엎어놓으시면 됩니다.
Just like the resident monks, participants must serve food on their own and clean up after themselves. Eating meat and having leftovers are strictly forbidden here.
사람들이 건강에 관심이 굉장히 많거든요. 채소로 이루어진 음식들을 저희들이 이제 먹다 보니까 굉장히 건강에 유익할 것 같다라는 생각이 많이 들었습니다.
The sun has gone down and the great bell is sounded for the evening chanting service. Following the evening chant, everyone heads somewhere to wrap up the day. It's the participants' favorite place where hot tea, refreshments, and amicable conversations await.
저녁 맛있었어요? 어땠어요? 또 물어보면 맛있다고 해야지 나중에. 맛없다고 할 순 없고. 건배.
The day at the temple where one can forget about the weariness of urban life has come to an end.
날씨도 되게 좋아서 그냥 바람 느끼고 뭐 소리 듣고 물소리 듣고 이런 것만으로도 그냥 마음이 그냥 좀 편안해진다고 해야 되나? 네.
이제 저마다 쉬러 오는 목적들이 분명했고 그 속에서 자기 자신을 잘 보신 것 같아. 그래서 참 좋은 차단이었다고 생각해. 정신이란 무엇인가? 곧 나를 바라보고 나를 이해하고 나와 함께하는 이 세계를 잘 있는 그대로 바라볼 줄 아는 것. 이게 정신입니다. 여러분들도 항상 방일하지 마시고 열심히 정진하시기를 바라겠습니다.
When the night falls and darkness sets in, the guards in front of an old palace in the city get ready to welcome visitors. Shining brilliantly under the moonlight and starlight is exquisite beauty. We invite you to Changdeokgung Palace, boasting hundreds of years of history this autumn night. For a pleasant walk into the Joseon Dynasty. This is Changdeokgung Palace located in Jongno-gu, Seoul, where it's brimming with visitors waiting for the Moonlight tour. As the bright blue sky slowly turns pitch black, preparations are made to welcome the nighttime visitors. The palace, where only the kings were allowed to enjoy a walk under moonlight, will now be open to the general public at the sound of the trumpet. The Moonlight Tour at Changdeokgung Palace allows ordinary people to explore the palace at night with Cheongsa-chorong, a traditional Korean lantern with a red and blue silk shade in their hand.
우선 창덕궁의 큰 매력은 도심 속에서 우리 문화재가 가깝게 있다는 게 가장 큰 특징이라 할 수 있겠습니다. 처음에는 고궁 관광 자원화 활성화 사업의 일환으로 시작하였습니다. 2010년부터 처음에는 특별 행사로 시작하였는데요. 그 이후에 많은 관람객들이 사랑을 많이 받고 있어서 10년 동안 유지하고 내외 외국인들이 많이 찾고 있습니다.
The first stop in the tour is Geunjeongjeon Hall, where the enthronement ceremony was held for 8 kings of Joseon.
정삼품. 정삼품이야. 우리 어디로 갈까요?
정삼품.
정삼품.
Even the stones engraved with the names of government posts for the officials to stand in their respective places back in the day seem special. Changdeokgung is the sole Joseon palace to be inscribed in the UNESCO World Heritage List. Geunjeongjeon Hall in particular is renowned for its architectural excellence that best embodies the grace, dignity, and honor of the royal family.
너무 환상적이죠. 전에도 보긴 봤는데 창덕궁은 취미거든. 경복궁은 많이 가봤는데 좀 다른 것 같아. 또 느낌이.
너무 좋아요. 고즈넉하고 조용하기도 하고요. 낮에 못 봤던 거를 볼 수 있어가지고 또 다른 느낌인 것 같아요.
visitors must navigate their way around the old palace while relying solely on the moonlight, starlight, and 청사초롱. As the night grows deeper, the visitors create new memories in the serene environment. The next stop is Geunjeongjeon Hall, where the last women of the royal family spent the remainder of their lives. It is associated with King Hanjong's love story, but at the same time, it gives off a sense of loneliness. The aesthetic gem of Changdeokgung Palace are the windows featuring a wide array of designs and patterns. Greeting visitors at the end of the stairway is the sound of music. The spellbinding sound of the daegeum, a large bamboo traverse flute played by the musician under the moonlight, delights the ears of the visitors.
너무 아름답고 황홀하고 옛날에 임금님들은 참 좋았겠구나 하는 생각도 드네요. 너무 아름다운 곳입니다.
As they enjoy relaxing music and a peaceful promenade, the moonlight tour at Changdeokgung Palace reaches its climax. The moonlight guides them all the way to Gyeonjeongjeon Pond, the splendid sight of which strikes onlookers with awe. What catches their attention is the reenactment of the way the king and the queen of Joseon took a leisurely walk together, which is something that's only been seen in period dramas or movies. Everyone reaches for the camera to capture the moment.
진짜 임금님 같아. 이 정도까지는 아닌데 이렇게 가야금 저런 소리도 너무 잘 어울리고 특히 연꽃이 이렇게 예쁘게 펴서 너무 좋고요. 진짜 티켓팅 성공한 게 너무 잘한 것 같아요.
A little while later, the soothing melody of komungo, or a Korean zither with 6 strings, begins echoing throughout the compound. As you soak in the splendid night view and savor the pleasant autumn air next to the pond and the pavilion, you will feel as though you've traveled back in time.
임금님 납실 때 그게 하이라이트였던 것 같아요. 저 규장각에서 내려오실 때 그때는 왠지 진짜 조선시대에 와 있는 듯한 그런 느낌이 들었어요. 아마 오늘의 하이라이트인 장소가 아닐까 그런 생각이 들어요.
And it's the highlight of the Moonlight tour at Changdeokgung Palace. Traditional mask dance, shadow theater, and other traditional shows that are staged at Geunjeongjeon Hall. The hall hosted lavish banquets during the reign of Gojong and Seonjong. Visitors are invited to take a seat and plunge into the beauty of traditional Korean music and performances. The performances seem to lift their stress away and even heal their hearts and souls.
너무 아름답고 또 굉장히 한국적인 거를 느끼게 해서 굉장히 좋았던 것 같아요. 그리고 그동안 우리나라에 대한 어떤 자부심을 오늘 더 크게 하고 가는 것 같아서 너무 즐겁고 기쁩니다.
The Moonlight tour at Changdeokgung Palace is a chance to explore the marvelous historic site and appreciate traditional architecture and performances. How about traveling back in time this fall season at an old palace that boasts rich history and remarkable beauty, and enjoy everything it has to offer under the moonlight?